I'm afraid there's been some misunderstanding.
Fasten your seatbelts, guys, because everything you thought was happening wasn't really happening, according to Priscilla's recent court filing and exclusive with the Daily Mail. Priscilla surely has a lot to say, not only to the court, but also to the press. So, the exclusive with Priscilla now, coming out right after the settlement, is she saying that Elvis would be proud. And she insists the feud over the estate was a mere misunderstanding, as she relinquishes control and asks to seal the details of the agreement with Riley. And if it's not sealed, it could subject her to significant danger and emotional distress. The Daily Mail reports that she made an emotional appeal to the Los Angeles judge, pleading that she fears for her safety, for herself and her family, if the court doesn't seal the details of her new agreement with her granddaughter over Lisa Marie Presley's estate. In a recently signed settlement, Priscilla agreed in exchange for $1.4 million plus an undisclosed sum for 10 years to relinquish control, which, by the way, there are other parts of the settlement that claim or say she didn't have control since 2016. She says, in exchange for the $1.4 million plus an undisclosed sum for 10 years to relinquish control of the Promenade Trust, Priscilla then went on to file a motion asking the probate judge to seal the financial particulars of the settlement to keep them secret from the public. She states that the settlement agreement contains private details regarding her daughter's trust, but she's asking the court to seal these documents for fear of her physical and mental health, if and emotional distress if we find out about it. I have a feeling she's a little bit more worried about what we're going to find out about her and about where she's going to be buried, and the fact that Navarrone's a part of it. The other parts, the actual sums of money, nobody knows. The agreement between Priscilla and Riley settled a reported feud between the two, sparked when only 2 weeks after Lisa Marie's death, Priscilla filed a legal challenge to her daughter's will. This all happened just so you know what's going on right now, is she's actually trying to come out and say, not only did all of this not happen, or it was a misunderstanding, but that Elvis and Lisa Marie is going to be thrilled about the final outcome. Riley was said to be furious when her grandmother went to court to protest the will. But in her motion to seal, Priscilla poo-pooed the notion of a feud and said she fired her lawyers who filed her petition disputing the will. This is her quote: "My January 2023 petition was misconstrued in the press as a fight over my beloved daughter's trust. That was not the intent. The petition was filed by a law firm who has since been terminated." So she terminated the attorneys that filed her will contest.
I just fire everyone.
Then she goes on to say, "I filed the petition to resolve all potential uncertainties surrounding the interpretation of the Promenade Trust."
You know, it's Lisa's intent, without question, has been for Riley to take over for her, to have the twins eventually take over for her, be with Riley. There's no question in anyone's mind that was it. That's where she was, that's what she wanted, and that's it.
Obviously, it's a misunderstanding.
If the information about the settlement became public, it would put me and my family's safety at risk. And this is really, to my understanding, the first time that things are really coming out and highlighting the intricacies of what Priscilla gets in these settlements. Because if you look at what happened in the sale, the original sale of Elvis, the 85%, there is a Priscilla in the Elvis Presley Enterprises and Graceland and all of that, and the Promenade Trust, the actual deal that they made. There is a Priscilla Presley clause in there. There's not a Lisa Marie Presley clause in there. There's a Priscilla Presley clause in there that she received $6 million for the use of her name, or the use of the Presley name. And she also received stock in the new company. And I think she's used to all of this kind of not coming out. But now we're aware of the settlement because we're all in shock. We were focused on Lisa Marie Presley's death, and we can't believe that she's contesting the will. Neither could Riley, by the way. Everything that is coming out of Riley's side is saying that Riley is so disappointed in her grandmother, so done with this, and wanted this to end. Riley has agreed or is agreeing to sealing this private financial arrangement she has made with her grandmother, which includes Priscilla's certain amount that has been redacted. All of this is redacted per her, this is all coming out in the press anyways, Priscilla. I'm sorry, but at this point, you can't really backtrack and convince anybody that you weren't contesting the will. I'm sorry that you're suddenly feeling like 3 weeks after your granddaughter's middle school graduation that now you're going to post a picture with yourself and your grandchildren. I don't see where you've posted anything about Daisy Jones and the Six or any of Riley's accomplishments, anything since Lisa Marie passed away. Now that you have your settlement done, your money, Navarone, you're going to be buried next to Elvis. Now you post a picture of yourself with your grandchildren. The one thing I'm getting out of all of this, so shockingly so, is the fact that Priscilla Priscilla only wants us to know what we will pay her to tell us. She wants to go on tour and for us to give her money, for her to tell us the things that she wants us to know about the history of Elvis. She wants us to watch the movies that she approves of about Elvis, to read the books that she writes about she and Elvis. And actually, in all honesty, she wants to continue to make money and receive money off of Elvis's home that she turned or was a part of turning into a museum, and then charging everyone to go through it and see it. I understand the business model, but in the end, what did this all do? What did all of this money lead to? Where is Lisa Marie Presley now? And we know that just before Lisa Marie passed away, that she was dealing with financial issues surrounding her mother and questioning her mother's decision and actually getting into a lawsuit with her mother over the fact that she had been paying herself $900,000 a year in regards to Elvis Presley Enterprises. What I do feel is that Priscilla almost lost her hold on Elvis when Lisa Marie passed away. Lisa Marie almost got away with it.
It's their home. It's their home. It's always been. It's Elvis's home. It's Lisa's home. It will be Riley's home, without question.
And she certainly worked really hard to intimidate Riley into giving her what she wanted. And now she somehow slipped her son in too. I do believe that she's trying to rewrite history by sealing not only the settlement, but then saying that her contesting the will never happened. And I think that she has a history of writing the narrative that she wants everybody to hear. I think the question for all of us would be, based on what Priscilla is saying, would this have made Elvis proud, the settlement that she has reached with Riley? Would it make Lisa Marie proud? Some of you have said in the comments that there's more to meet the eye. And now that I believe that she's trying to quash everything and seal everything, makes me curious if that is the case as well. Apologize that I haven't gone into detail about the settlement. I promise you that's upcoming. I'm just reading what's coming out in the news as it goes along. It's all unfolding. It's kind of nutty. I appreciate you all of your comments. Please do like and subscribe, and I'll keep you posted, guys. This is the latest.